And to make the story short, I make some kind of appeal, some kind of persuasion. I cut the story short. That was 4 hours of counseling. I said, can you just give a little opening of your heart, just consideration to your wife, because the wife was crying. Pastor, if big is big, out of 10, and heart is like this, and then how big is your consideration and love to your wife? And he said to me, Pastor, 0. The wife cried aloud, cried. And so I paused and I talked again. And then I said, will you give consideration? Okay, Pastor. And I lay my hand. God is the witness. 1991, I was pastoring in Los Angeles. And the wife, they cried. Would you hug your wife? Instead of hugging like this, because they're husband and wife for maybe for 3 or 4 years. It's less than the friendly hug, because the friendly hug you can have our brothers and sisters in the Lord. The hug is like this. They're sitting together. I want them to be close to each other. The hug is like this. I do that. I was silent because it's less than a friend when you hug your wife like this in your shoulder. Anyway, I put my hand. And I cut the story. So that's just 4 hours of counseling with your face each other. I pray. And then, would you kiss? They were almost finishing 3.5 hours. And God's presence came down. And the hardened heart in rigid zone, 0. Very cold love. No more love. Absolutely 0. Pastor, God is my witness. I don't love my wife. But this moment of time, after 3.5 hours, kiss your wife. I put my hand. They kiss each other, face to face, together. They cried together for 30 minutes. I left. And standing it out and worship the Lord. They were restored 11 o'clock in the evening. Ever since then, every time I go to America and they with me on the street, they jump on me and hug me. Pastor, thank you for what happened to me. God restored our love. That love was restored better than the first love that they have had. God gave them a love that is divine. You know what? When we give a small open door, God can work. God restored the relationship and back together again. I'll conclude now here, maybe 5 minutes, 8 minutes. Go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3. Okay, there we are. I want you to see this. We have failed God many times. We probably failed many of our relationships. Don't condemn yourself, please. That's part of the journey. I want you to see, before I go further, when you are blessed in the right side of your life and everything is okay, listen to this application before I go further to this position as I conclude. Everything is okay. Appreciate and thank God. Be joyful. When on the other side of the pendulum, there was a mess, a problem, a heartache, exasperate, you are discouraged and everything, and nothing is opening. I want you to know God is not giving up on you. Those things happen. I want you to receive it. Those things happen not to harm you, to destroy and to kill you. God is making something out of you because you are the apples of God's eye. His thoughts for you are more than the sands of the sea. He is allowing this thing to come on your life in preparation that something inside in you is being formed, the spirit of long-suffering and being patient and trusting God. Once it is formed and God restored to you, you'll become a blessing to many people who are experting and giving up in their life. So the problems that is happening here is not a curse. It is something that God is molding you to make you a man and a woman of God with His spirit of muscle, whether in the mountain or in the valley of the shadows of death. You will not fear anymore, for God is with you. Appreciate the problem at the present time, because God is not closing His eyes, He is not sleeping, He is looking at you. His eyes is upon the righteous. And He will never overlook what you are undergoing today. You know, We hurt, we were hurt, we all hurt. And we hurt people. We hurt our loved ones. It's not condemning word. These are and both sides of the pendulum. You hurt your friends. Maybe he hurt or she hurts you. Husband and wife, you hurt each other. In the relationship, maybe in the church. You hurt the church, the brothers and sisters in the Lord, parents and children. You hurt each other emotionally, mentally. Listen to this. This relationship, irrespective of the weight, is healable and can be restored, for God is the author of oneness in unity, because that bond is eternal from earth to heaven. So, I'm closing here now. There's the bond that God has put to you is permanent. No forces, regardless of the forces from the condition, the outward force, or influence other people, no forces can divide it, for God's hand is upon you. God is giving us the message that relationship that is dear to you, relationship that is dear to you, and it is floating in the river of time, impossible to come back to you, the wonderful relationship, listen to the word, is repairable, and it has an eternal destiny. Your relationship to God will continue to increase once again. Your relationship to every member of the family will become sweeter and sweeter again. To brothers and sisters in the Lord, and to the pastors and congregation, unity and oneness and bond is authored by God. It will be coming back to you. And God said in the book of Jeremiah, here, verse 1, have you not just called me to me, my father, my friend? If a man divorces his wife and she lives in and marries another man, should he return to her again? Would not be the land completely defiled, but you have lived as a precious mineral. Would you now return to me? In that context of problems of everything, the message of the Lord is, in spite of many, many things, the valleys and the rough road that you are treading upon or looking upon, the command of the Lord for the restoration of oneness and oneness. Maybe it is already there, or maybe that is already there. God is revealing something. Return to me. Simple, Lord, I return to you. Simple as that. Number 2, verse 4. Have you not just called to me, my father, my friend, from my youth? Verse 5. Will you always be angry? Will your wrath continue forever? This is how you talk, but you do all the evil you can. Verse 14. Return, faithless people, declares the Lord, for I am your husband. I will choose you from one town to all into from a land and bring you to the Zion, the mountain of God, which means the complete restoration of everything that happened to you. And then, so just write to me, God is not forever angry. Return, backsliding children, for I am married to you. God is married to you. I will bring you to Zion, which is the mountain, or God's presence is, and God is coming to Mount Zion. So here are the closing thoughts I will leave you tonight. As mentioned a few moments ago, many of you were hurt. This is our application. Forgive whoever that person hurt you. 50, 20 years ago, I'll give you some vivid example that I've encountered. Bitterness to your early days as growing up is there in the subconscious brain. Maybe from the 5 years old to 10 years old to 13, 14 years old, you become young lady and become married, and after very sad, you bring that memory and affected your relationship with your relationship to your husband and wife, because it originated from the early beginning. And also, it is repairable. Bitterness to early days as you're growing up. The treatment you have had with your parents. The environment that you belong in the early days. there was always troubles and fighting and shouting and screaming, and there is no respect in the family. You can say, God, I forgive and I release my memories from the yesterday. You have to forgive that. Because it was inculcated, written at the very subconscious of your brain, and it's there. It will pop up in the door and become, hey, oh, because the memory sink in. It has to be released. It has to be forgiven. It has to be turned over to the Lord. Forgive and release those memories. Don't allow those memories to be inside of you, even at your age stage, because those memories is prison in changing you, change you, put you, lock up in your hand and in your hand and your hands and in your mind, and your character is being what? Empowered by that memory, and even the attitude is the byproduct of what had happened before, but that is repairable. And so that's the reason why many Christians, they never change their attitude, their character. They've been in the Lord for 30, 40 years. You can see, once they're there, you can see the ugly part. And that is pardonable, forgivable. But it has to be released, to be forgotten, to be forgiven. Lord, I forgive what had happened to me. And I don't want to transmit this early beginnings of my life to my children, to my grandchildren. It has a tentacles that communicate. It must stop to my life. And once that release me, empower me, deliver me, Lord, that love and bond to you will reflect my bond, good relationship to my husband and to my children, to my grandchildren. Forgive and release this memory. Don't allow this memory to be remembered again. For many years you are married, and you remember the many hurts in your life. And many times you isolate yourself. Everything turns sour as far as your memory is concerned. You know what? Listen to this. Because God is in the spirit of repairing. Release that bitter memories and come back to God. Humble yourself to God. And that is the word of God. And they will be my people. My bond, my relationship to you is forever. The things that had happened in the past, God will heal and erase. If you are with your husband, you are married today, stick to your husband in life until Jesus comes. If you are divorced and you are married, stick to your husband and wife now and never look a little alternative. Maybe it's not going better, I have to find another one. Stick to what you have now. If you are single and waiting for a miracle, if you desire for that, for you to come back to your wife or whatever, Lord, I believe in you because He's the author of restoration. If you want to be single or the rest of your life, that's your option. But God is saying, the bond relationship I have for you, I am the author. And it is eternal. And it is restoration. Church, people of the Lord, God is good, that will make us experience the powerful bond of relationship first with God. Listen to me. This is the start. Before you have a good relationship with your husband, children, or church people, other people, start with the vertical relationship to God. Because He's been looking for you to come back to Him because His love for you, you cannot understand. It's so deep. In all the waters and the planet Earth, from the Pacific Ocean to the river, to the brook, to the creek, to the pond, and even to the spring, we will turn to an ink and write the love of God. We will run out of the bodies of water. We cannot describe the love of God. And say, God, help me to love you again because I divorce you. I have other suitors that I give more important to you. I'm sorry. I want to be reconciled back to you. And God will have open arms at you. Son, daughter, you are my wife. And my commitment to you is until I come. I am your husband. You are my wife forever. You know what? Ask the help of God. Ask Him His grace to flow, that this time you will understand that the relationship is sweet because of the love of God that will flow to you. Once that relationship is connected and that relationship is being cultivated like a plant that needs some water, that needs a little touch, that needs a little kind of fertilizer, a little touch of caring and saying, plants, I love you, with beautiful flowers, they can respond to you. You know what happened? The heart will experience, once you appreciate life for where you are in now, God will heal you today. God will heal your memories of the yesterdays and be healed to you. Love will be restored in all your relationship. Because as God loved Israel, I'll bring you to Zion because I love you with an everlasting love. And so today, that bond authored by God, and He is sanctioning them, and it is eternal. All you have to do is, Lord, listen to that story. There might be people died already, and you have not forgiven them. Pastor, how about that? Lord, I forgive that person 45 years ago, they hurt me. I Lord, like that person, Lord, I cannot forget. I release him, I love him, Lord, I release him, release me, and forgive me. There will be a cleansing, purifying our hearts, so the spirit of restoration and healing will come to you. Listen to me. That restoration will reflect, you'll never be the same again, but reflect the kingdom and the blessedness of heaven will be upon you that will be seen by men. In Jesus' name.